And turning now to Storm Watch 12 meteorologist Josh Colbert looking outside in Yreka. Ooh, do you see that little?
I think it's
a bug.
It's a bug.
Okay, at first I was like, we have a UFO spotting live right here on News Watch 12.
It's a couple bugs.
Okay.
Might be ash falling from the sky too.
At this point, who knows? But as far as air quality goes this morning, I mean, it's not great. You can physically taste the smoke in Medford this morning. You
can smell it in the studio. It's finally seeped through KDRV's buildings and walls, and it is now inside. So even climate-controlled areas are starting to be impacted by the smoke. It's just so thick this morning. You can definitely see it in Yreka, kind of some of the haziness, and it is some of the light is illuminating some of the smoke is what I'm trying to say, because there's just so much of it in the air. So you're seeing that in the Shasta Valley this morning. 66 degrees there this morning. Temperatures aren't really the biggest deal. I mean, pretty uniform, 50s and 60s. It's going to feel comfortable when you walk out the doors this morning, but air quality continues to be the biggest deal. And we have a couple different very, very bad categories on this map right here. The worst one being the hazardous air quality that we're seeing in Grants Pass. So try to avoid being outdoors at all in Grants Pass. We're not just talking about if you're in sensitive groups. We're talking about across the board. This air quality is very unhealthy, hazardous, in fact, to be outside. So Grants Pass, hopefully you're going to take that advice. And still, air quality is unhealthy in Medford, some of that going down into portions of western Siskiyou County. Then for Yreka, where we were just looking at some of the smoke, keep in mind how thick some of the smoke looked there. It's just moderate, so imagine what it looks like in Grants Pass and in some portions of Medford this morning. But air quality elsewhere, Klamath and Lake counties and along the coast looking pretty good this morning. Here's your hiking planner for today, and you're going to have a couple different reasons to not want to go outside. Number one, it's going to be smoky. Number two, it's going to be super hot outside. Temperatures getting into the upper 90s to lower triple digits as we get into the afternoon and into the evening. So it is going to be a summer's day to end all summer's days today. We are going to be hot. We're going to be smoky. In fact, we're going to be hotter than yesterday by a couple degrees. We'll easily be in the triple digits in our west side valleys. And then over on the east side, we're going to firmly be in the 90s. But along the coast, temperatures will be in the 50s and 60s, so much, much cooler. Dealing with some pretty thick fog all throughout most of the day. Definitely dealing with some pretty thick fog for this morning. And the coast will continue to deal with some very thick fog overnight. That'll be some widespread marine layer fog. And then inland, not dealing with any cloud coverage, but we won't necessarily have clear skies. We're probably going to go through a repeat of what we're seeing, or what we saw last night and what we're seeing for this morning, with some very thick smoke settling into the west side. So here's your yard work forecast for the next 3 days. More smoke on Wednesday, and we don't have a smoke model that reliably goes out to Thursday and Friday. But if I had to guess, we'll probably have some more smoke and haze up in the sky. And regardless of all that, we're going to be very, very hot for Thursday and Friday. And then we'll continue to keep it dry over the next 7 days. Here's your 7-day forecast for the coast. The marine layer holding pretty steady throughout the week, and then we'll get some more sunshine. We'll get winds shifting to more of an offshore flow, and then some warmer temperatures as we head into next week. For Siskiyou County, triple digits almost nearly across the board. Monday we cool off a little bit down to 99 degrees, but lots of dry conditions, even some windier conditions, not only for today but also as we head into Friday. That day is looking like it'll be a big concern, in particular when it comes to fire danger. So the Storm Watch 12 weather team will be watching Friday very, very closely. But honestly, all of these days are going to be very bad for fire danger. Very hot, very dry, lots of sunshine, including up in the Cascades and Siskiyous. And then for the Rogue Valley, scorching heat over the next few days, cooling off subtly, maybe getting some better air quality as we head into the weekend.